Hi, welcome to YouTube channel. So we'll be having a top-down analysis on the dollar index and then the euro and the pounds. Okay. So on the dollar index, on the daily time frame, you see that we had this reconstruction to the downside here, and then we had this change of character to the upside. Okay. And then the internal, we have this as a change of character to the upside on the internal time frame. So if you can see well that on the internal, we have this daily order block here. Okay, we have two daily order blocks here. So on the forward time frame, as you can see on the forward time frame, these two order blocks on the H4 are embedded inside the daily order block. Okay, so this H4 order block caused this impulsive move to break the structure upside. All right, so after that break of structure to the upside, you can see that we have this H4 order block here, one, two, and then the third order block here. Okay, so we'll be waiting for price to then sweep this low to mitigate this order block or this and then cause an impulsive move to the upside here to break this high on the forward time frame. Okay. So the internal time frame, you can see that we're ranging here. Okay. So we range for 16 days on the H4. Okay. So break here. And then as you can see, price sweeps this high, then comes low to sweep the low, and then comes high to sweep the high, and then come low again. So now we have a closure here. So we are convinced that price is then heading downside to then mitigate either one of these three three H4 order blocks. Okay, so we have this close here to the downside, and then this H4 order block here. So let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. So on the 30 minutes time frame, sorry, on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see that we're having this closure here to the downside. Okay, we have this liquidity number one, liquidity number two, and then the other block here. Okay, so if we take our fib levels, you can see that this liquidity high lies inside the 50%. So this is our premium and this is our discount. All right. So we're waiting for price to then mitigate one of these other blocks, give a lower time frame shift, and then we sell to the downside. All right. So that's my narrative for the dollar index. So on the Euro USD, let's go up on the Euro USD. Okay. So the daily time frame, you can see that we had this closure here on the upside. Okay. On the daily time frame, we had that closure. All right. So and this was our change of character to the downside on the daily time frame. Okay. The daily time frame to the internal structures, we're having this closure here. Okay. We have this unmitigated order block here, and then this as our fair value gaps. Okay. These two as our fair value gap. All right. So on the H4 time frame, you can see that on H4 time frame, we have this order block here, and then this, and then this. Okay, on the H4 time frame. So we have four order blocks on the H4 time frame. Let's see on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame too, we're having this daily zones here. Okay, so these daily these H4 order blocks are embedded inside the daily zones. So they are all very good for a reaction. Okay, so we're waiting for price to mitigate one of these other blocks, and then look for a lower time frame shift to sell to the downside. For the meantime, you're bullish because price after this lower time frame breaks here, we having this reconstruction to the upside. Okay, and this order block here, and another order block here on the forward time frame. So let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame to observe price action well. So on the 30 minutes time frame, as you can see on the 30 minutes time frame, we had this closure here to the upside. Okay, after ranging all this, we have this closure to the upside on the 30 minutes time frame. All right, so we have a liquidity low number one, liquidity low number two here. Okay, so those are the liquidity lows. We have this one, two, three, okay, and then a four. All right, so we have this M30 order blocks here, and then we're having this on 50 minutes time frame. All right, so let's use our fib levels to observe price action here. So as you can see that we have the 50 minutes order block lying just inside the 0.5% fib level. All right, so we'll be waiting for price to sweep this low, react on this other block, and give a reaction to then buy to the upside. All right, or if this fails, then we're looking for price to then give a lower time frame shift here to then buy. All right, so this is my narrative for EURUSD. Then on GBPUSD, let's go to the daily time frame. We had this closure here on the daily time frame, mitigated daily order block here. We having this internal breaks, and then this internal break to the downside. Okay, this daily order block here. All right, so let's go down to the H4 order block time frame. So on H4 time frame, you can see that on the H4, price mitigated this H4 order block and then gave a reaction to the downside, but it wasn't enough to break this low. All right, so you're having this internal break to the upside here. So let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. On the 30 minutes time frame, we see that we have this closure here and then this closure here. Okay, so we have this liquidity low here and then the 30 minutes order block here. So waiting for price to sweep this low, mitigate this order block,